Well, it's been 2 weeks and not a lot of action figure stuff in that time, particularly not wrestling figure stuff. So let's do a good old-fashioned big wrestling figure bundle. This one's really good. I look back at the price and I thought it was another one of those where I was like, why have I paid that much? But then when I actually, repriced everything and sort of how much I'd logically pay for something, it more or less checked out, really. There's some really interesting pieces in this. And it's from a charity, which also always makes me a little bit more inclined to pay a little bit more for what we're getting. But in this particular bundle, we got some St. Luke's Hospice, to be specific for the charity. In this particular bundle, we got some stuff I've never had before, and really cool stuff. Not wrestling stuff, but wrestling adjacent stuff. We'll be really building up the suspense to what that is. But out of scale with Elite, so I'm off the hook for wanting to keep it. Without further ado, this box is actually like a really kind of awkward shape. I put it down on the chair and then just reach down and pull stuff out. So first of all, we have a Triple H basic, and not a bad one actually. A little bit different to your usual kind of golden late career Triple H. Not the thing you see every day. And what we like to say with people like Triple H is not worth a great amount of money, but it will sell. And we've got another one of those in The Undertaker. Again, always a good basic to see. His arms a little bit loose. Otherwise, not bad at all. We got an Elite of Kurt Angle. Now, this is in much worse condition than I might have hoped. Oh, God. It's actually terrible. So we've got the extensive paint wear there, which I guess I probably could have noticed on the listing, but I'd never seen this ab joint. It's pretty bad. This waist joint, it's pretty bad. Even the paint's even worn on the legs. Paint's worn on the back. Legs are very loose. One knee pad is missing. That could have been better. That could have been better news. We got an Elite John Cena. Ooh, that's fluid. Oh dear. Oh, this kid's minced his figures, hasn't he? He's lost a lot of hair. His legs are very loose as well. Oh dear. Is this going to be one of these mail openings? I mean, it's pretty clean. It's not like, it's not filthy at least. Right, we've got a basic Nakamura. This isn't bad. This looks alright. Nice head scan. Nice. Run-of-the-mill Nakamura, I guess. You don't actually come across a lot of these. I don't feel like I've listed very many Nakamuras over my time on the reselling front. We've got a Brock Lesnar. Now, yeah, not a popular time for Brock, but people don't really care. Kids especially. Bit of wear to the hair, bit of wear to the back tat, lots of wear to the shoulder tat. Joints seem in decent condition, bit of wear to the shorts. Should sell. 6 or 7 quid. We've got a very valueless basic in Dean Ambrose. I don't know how many of these I've had over the years. And yet another Dean Ambrose with this weird white stuff all over it. Like salt or something. Like, I've had so many of these over the years. I get some other figures that have it, but like, it's always Ambrose. Look back through the Fig Bath videos and you'll know exactly what I mean. We got another Elite Cena. Now, I was planning on keeping this one, so let's see what this one is like. So, we got, it's a newer Cena, interesting pose. Remember when he used to pose like that? With his feet turned in and the arm? Yeah. So, okay, right, that waist is crap. Actually, it's not that bad. It's not great, but it's not that bad. My legs, maybe. We got the double jointed elbows because it's a more recent Cena, which is why I was planning on keeping it. The hand's a bit loose, but that's not really a big deal. I'll swap that anyway. Although, it dawns on me, is this Cena supposed to have, these are the right arms, basically, is what I'm going to say. Is he supposed to have bands around his, I mean, it's a good generic body, even if you don't use it as Cena, but its ab joint does this. Okay, right. I'm not going to keep that. I'm just gonna put it down. Deary me, we got a basic Cena with typical wear to the hair. How many Cenas are in this thing? We got another basic Cena with typical wear to the hair. Valueless. We got an Elite Orton. Oh, this is quite nice, you know. This looks like it might be in better condition. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever really paid attention to this before, but the yellow, that looks nice. That's really nice. White and yellow. The Vipers on his knee pads. Yeah, that's pretty good. I do have my Randy Orton. I'm more than happy with the Elite 90, whichever it is, with the white and red trunks. But, you know, this is actually much better than I might have expected. We've got a decent ab joint there, decent waist joint. Elbows seem to be okay. There might be a bit of wear on the tattoos, but, you know, it's not super noticeable. And then we'd probably, you know, in this instance, we'd probably head swap the Elite 90, whichever, onto this anyway. Use this as like an alternative body kind of thing. But you know what? That is not in bad condition compared to the rest of the bundle. That's pretty good. That might be the savior of this bundle as it currently stands. I mean, there should be some decent money in these figures I'm alluding to. We've got another Elite Orton. Oh, that's more what we're expecting. Look at that. Look at that Viper wiggle. Oh, yes, pet. Criminy. Yes. Let's check in the boots, because there's something weirdly satisfying about the ratchet joints that are in these young Randy Orton Elites. Obviously, he's got less tattoos to wear, I guess, at least. You know, there's less wear on them. Even one of the knee pads is slightly broken. Deary me. We got an Elite Drew. So he's got wear to the beard, wear to the decal, wear on the knee pads by the looks of it. But ab joint seems to be fine. Waist joint seems to be fine. Leg joints seem to be fine. Mixed bag, but should say, I mean, that leg is a little bit loose, but mixed bag, but should be okay. You know, there's some really good figures in this. They've just got really disappointing condition. We've got a Creator Wrestler Triple H. These are always garbage, to be fair. These are just garbage quality, but they do tend to sell, even if it takes a while sometimes. Yeah, Creator Wrestler Triple H. Cool. Another basic Triple H. It's actually the exact same one we just saw. Remember how I said it's like a bit different? It's not the kind of Triple H you see every day. Well, apparently we see it twice today. We've got an Elite AJ Styles. Not a lot of money in this. I don't even think I factored this as being more expensive than like what I'd price a basic at. So like £1. Really loose waist. It's actually quite nice. The blue's really bright. Yeah, really loose waist. Ab joint's pretty loose. Got a bit of damage to the thigh there. Bit of damage to the decals on the sides. A bit of damage to the beard. Yeah, this kid's really gone through his figures. We didn't get a super good deal on this. We got a decent deal on the value of the figures. And, you know, we're probably still going to make money on this. But, I mean, it is a shame the condition that these things are in. We got a basic Finn Balor. Coolio. We got a basic Seth Rollins. You know, at least some of the basics are in good condition. We got a basic Steve Austin. This would probably fetch a few pounds, surely. Haven't had a basic Steve Austin in a while. Definitely not a non-ring gear one anyway. We got a basic Dolph Ziggler. With there's just damage all around to the decals, etc. Yeah, bundle fodder. And then finally, we got some UFC figures. Look at how tiny this is. I didn't realize how small these are. Jesus. So, is it... it's the Ultimates ones, I think, that are in scale with the Mattel Elites. These are actually way off. These are way too small. So, this is him next to Finn Balor. Like, Jesus. I can't remember. I meant to look up who this guy was, but I didn't. Not super knowledgeable on my UFC. The articulation's really good. I've never had any of this UFC line at all, apart from one Ultimate Uriah Faber, which is on my... Actually, right here, I'll get this now. This was featured in one of the old mail openings not too long ago. Yeah, it is Ultimate that the Mattel Elites are scaled to. Yeah, we got the Uriah Faber. That's all I've seen of the line so far. And I only got that for a custom. This should be worth a few pounds. You know, there's UFC collectors. These actually aren't in bad condition. There's a lot of articulation to them. They're only scaled to themselves. But, yeah, the articulation's fairly stiff. The legs are a bit loose. Not as loose as the Jax UFC figures, though, so that's good. And the other one, a lot more recognisable. Give me your belt. It's Conor McGregor. You know, can't go wrong. If you're going to get some of these UFC figures, McGregor's probably the one that you want. They didn't go super in depth before the, Jazwares just lost it all together. That's not ideal. That actually wouldn't be a terrible head for Nick Aldis, but he's got a bit too much beard. I think as Nick Aldis heads would go, that would be pretty close if you can actually look at the camera. Again, decent articulation, legs are pretty wobbly. Yeah, these UFCs were the selling point really. And speaking of selling points, I don't think any of this is going to be quite as good as I thought it would be. See, it's getting bundles like this when we actually can get the bundles in, which is part of the reason why the action figure side of the business is floundering a little bit. And the action figure side of the content, because most of the content is made from my business stuff as I'm going along at the moment, because I don't really have time for anything else. But yeah, anyway, bit of a flat ending, but never mind. If you enjoyed this, please do check out the mail opening playlist in the end screen. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye. How fast did I get through all that without having to retake anything? Usually I have to re-say stuff and cut and edit the ending. You can just show how much my interest has just dropped off out of the end of this video.